According to the FBI, the MEK murdered American citizens in Iran during the 1970s, allied with the Ayatollahs to help overthrow the Iranian government, participated in the American embassy hostage crisis in 1979, and teamed up with Saddam Hussein to fight its own countrymen during the Iran-Iraq War. They are responsible for the deaths of thousands of Iranians through a campaign of bombings, assassinations, and military attacks, as well as collusion with Iraq. The goal of the group now is to overthrow the current Iranian regime and take power for themselves. So how does a group go from being one of the most dangerous terrorist organizations in the world to having an office on Pennsylvania Avenue in Washington, D.C., with backing from the likes of the former U.S. Ambassador to the UN, John Bolton, and former Director of Homeland Security, Tom Ridge, among many others?
There's been a lot of pressure in the United States, both from the group and from its supporters in Congress and very high-paid former officials speaking on their behalf, to delist the group.
In 2011, groups around the country acting as front organizations for the MEK, including the Iranian American Community of Northern California, hired lobbyists to help remove the MEK from the foreign terrorist organization list. They recruited the likes of Howard Dean, who is the former Democratic presidential candidate, Michael Hayden, the former CIA director, and Newt Gingrich, who is the former Speaker of the House, and the lobbying firm Aiken, Gump, Strauss, Hauer, and Feld, among many others. They often paid 5-figure speaker fees to individuals and 6 figures to the firms lobbying on their behalf.
They're just thorough PR jobs that do a very good job of making kind of lawyer-like arguments based on taking very nitpicky looks at wording.
That's Jeremiah Gulka, the author of the Mujahideen-e-Haq in Iraq, a policy conundrum, which is a report published by the RAND Corporation in 2009 that assesses the status of the MEK at a camp called Ashraf in Iraq.
I was asked to take the charge of this particular project to figure out who are the Mujahideen-e-Haq, why are they there in Iraq, what should the Detainee Operations Command do, if anything.
However, following the publication, the RAND report came under fire by the MEK and its paid lobbyists in Washington.